Why was I going in?
Be more. Let me tell you something. Be more. I got the next intro. Be more. We're going back to Hammer Jacks. We're going back to Choices. We're going back to
Not Porsche.
Baby, we going back to the days of K Swifts. And Be more. I got you on the next intro.
So you heard it first. Next intro.
Be more. I got you, baby. We going back in the day, when K Swift was still alive, baby.
Well, who got a pair of K Swift still?
Shut up.
I mean, you going to work thinking you eating it, child, with them K Swift on, child. I mean, you walked out of the hallway, child, and they got the old print of K Swift, child, on there.
The way y'all dragged the album for this shouldn't be playing. Well, it wasn't the album. It was actually a mix. Don't get up here with your nonsense and start. We're not even 2 minutes into the show.
And first of all, we don't drag the album 4. We just say we just agree with album 4. Okay.
You know, I'm leaving.
No,
because I'm going to time with her. I go to this all the time with Wizard.
I mean, I know you do it all the time, but you know, Wizard can't help. Wizard can't help, and that's the problem. You got to realize, but you can't let Wizard get to you down.
All the time.
All the time. You know, Wizard do this all the time.
All right, I'm back.
I'm not, but still, Wizard do this all the time. Oh, okay, I'm back.
Be more. Bring out the cat. Okay, I'm gonna tell the story in a minute. Anyway, y'all, welcome to the weekend sessions. I am your boy Q, the content guy, and I have with me, as always, my lovely co-host, Adrienne Ford. And we are the weekend sessions. We're here to bring you mess and do what we do best.
You mean truth? We bring you truth. So you can share amongst your community.
Today is Sunday. And today is a very important day. And I said, yes, Wiz, I said I was not coming on tonight. Tonight is what I said. So this will be the only show that you get from me today until tomorrow.
It seems like to me, Wiz is giving you a lot of micromanagement right now. And I don't know what's going on between that micromanaged spirit that he got going on. Because that's a very deep spirit. That micromanaged spirit is real. It's kind of almost Karen-ish.
I'll bring you content tomorrow. You can either watch me or y'all can watch the inauguration. The choice is yours. I'm not here to make judgment.
And who knows, Adrienne might be on too, because we're gonna give the inauguration of what we feel should be our inauguration.
Mm-hmm. Hope everybody had a great weekend so far. I hope that everybody is going to have a great week coming up. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend who knows a friend who knows a friend who know that one friend that always know that one friend that's always telling that other friend who know that other friend. And then they be running back and telling that other friend who know that one friend. But then that one friend tells every friend.
All the time.
So come over and like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, come to our show. Come mess with us.
So really quick before we get into the show, I was so when I was doing my reviews, I had some intro music playing. I kept getting dinged for it, and I couldn't figure out why. So hopefully this intro, nothing happens to it. But what happened? So I was going through my like, okay, what do I want to do? What kind of intro do I want to have? And I went down this rabbit hole on SoundCloud. Baby, when I tell you I got into the good old days of the Baltimore club music, the good old days of the Baltimore club music, the good old days of the Baltimore club music. Baby, I'm tell you, back in the day, I used to be like this when the music dropped. When I tell you, I used to run to the dance floor back in the day, back in my club choices, Hammer Jacks, Paradox.
Paradox. Yes, Paradox, honey. When you
Oh,
can twerk and get a free hot dog at the Paradox.
Love. What else was what else? What was that club? Mirrors. What was another club? It was that club back in the day. It was nothing but a fire hazard. But it was like in
But the
DC.
best clubs are the fire hazards. Like you
Yeah,
have the most fun in a fire hazard setting.
it was in DC, and it would like go under. It was like you go down these steps, but it's like a little. It honestly looked like somebody's basement. No, I didn't do buns. I couldn't do buns. Buns was just too net. Aqua, yes, baby. I had babe. Sure.
We are not going to talk about Aqua because you remember that night we was at Aqua, and we made that person so upset at us all night because we kept on telling that person they was from Cleveland and they wasn't. And they was mad all night at Aqua. We just kept calling that person, "Hey, Cleveland."
I remember one time I was in Aqua, and it was gay night. I was supporting the gays because I'm a hetero homosexual, so I was out there supporting the gays. And why was these two boys like on the dance floor?
They was hunching on the dance floor.
Dance floor.
Oh, what were they doing?
They was doing it, and I was just like,
she don't love herself.
They was doing it on a dance floor. He wasn't even a backup dancer.
So they was hunching real hard on the dance floor.
He was a backup dancer.
Shout out to the hunch on that. Listen, if you bold enough to hunch on the dance floor, I ain't mad at you. I mean, I say come in with sweatpants and be ready.
Be more. That's what I wanted to play. Be more. I can get away with this because this not. This what I wanted to play. This just for Be More, y'all. Okay. Yeah, they was in the club. They was in the club. Child.
So so the terminology "making love in this club" was what they was doing.
Yes. You said so Aqua was like Tunnel. A lot of people don't know that Tunnel was the same gender club on that. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know about the Tunnel. But yeah, so I was going, baby, let me tell y'all something. And Adrienne can attest to this, babies. Back in the day, but these new 20 girls, these new 20-year-olds don't know, baby. Back in the day.
Baby.
Back in the day. Wasn't nobody standing in the club like this.
Baby. No, there was nobody was on their phones in the club during our time frame. I'm like, so anybody who knows, child, you was born in the 80s, you wasn't standing in the club. Now in the late 90s, child, y'all on y'all phones, y'all taking selfies. We didn't have time for selfies in no club. Nobody was taking no selfies. Only selfies you had was in your brain. You just memorized what you went through and what you done. But anything else, child, you was taking a picture of that. You had time, child. Nobody knew. The only thing you can do is tell your girl we was at the club last night, and that's all you could say. Oh, what are pictures at? Pictures. But see, back then nobody asked you like, girl, you was at the club last night. Oh, what's the picture? I'm gonna see the pictures of what? Child, we was at the club.
This is what happened. You would go to the club. You say, you would make your plans that day.
Yes,
most people had just gotten off work, got to go home, shower, all that kind of stuff.
6.
You ain't take no naps because you was too young for naps.
No.
You get to your friend's house, or your friends pick you up around, let's say 9-10 o'clock. Y'all in line at about 10:30, 11. Y'all ain't leaving the club. If you walk in the club one way, if you don't walk, if you back in the day, if you didn't walk out the club with some sweat, if you didn't walk out the club with some sweat,
if your back wasn't wet and the crack of your butt line wasn't wet and the front of your upper chest area wasn't wet or your underarms wasn't soaked down here, child, you wasn't doing that in that club. I don't know who. You can't be cute, but you wasn't doing that in that club.
And you could always tell who had good deodorant on and who had bad deodorant, but you didn't care though.
And listen, when they put that house beat on, child, all you heard was, ah! And you lost your mind. Listen, let me tell you something. My late 90s, early 2000s days in DC, baby, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody get home until like 7. You didn't get home till 7. If you was back out in the back day, if you didn't get home by 7, 8 o'clock, child, you didn't do nothing. Because something let out, child, it was the parking lot aftermath, child, until like 5, 6 o'clock.
But then you would go out the same night.
Child, the same night, honey, because everybody had an after hours, and the after hours always had the free drinks. And you was always there. Not that I was a drinker or anything, but I knew where the after hours was.
So,
child.
I'm just telling y'all, baby, if y'all don't, baby, if I could hop in my time machine and go back.
Child, if I could hop in my time machine and go back to 1999, where you had Missy Elliott Hot Boys.
Baby.
Child, when you had when you had Rough Riders blasted. Child, when you had every remix and her mama out the time, you had the Hot Boys out that time. I mean, everything in 1999 music-wise. I mean, you had Mystical. Child, when he dropped Danger. And you was in that club talking about Trade been so long.
Been so long. Trade's been long.
Trade. Yes. He said, I'm like, you like, yes. And you knew. I mean, you didn't know what he was saying, but you knew what was going on.
There's only been, I can count on my hands, there's only been 2 times in the club that I actually wore myself out. The first time probably was in a club in Philly called Shampoo. And then it was a club in Miami the year I wanted you to go. It was a club in Miami. I don't know. It was a warehouse club. I don't know the name of the club, but it was Miami. Babe, when I tell you, my body said stop. My brain said kept going. The DJ played everything that you ever wanted the DJ to play.
And you had no energy left, but you pushed.
But you
like
pushed.
Campbell, you pushed until you got it right.
Come on now. Push. You got to push. You got to push it to you.
You meet the trade. Push it.
Right, Savannah said if your cover girl makeup wasn't on somebody else's sleeve, you wasn't okay.
And same for the man, child. If your MAC makeup during that time wasn't on somebody else, child, you was not doing what you need to do. Because you can't tell me the punks that were MAC back in the day, child, when they had that campaign with Mary J. Blige and Lil' Kim, everybody was buying that MAC. Child,
I used to tip the DJ. I was going to hear my okay.
Oh, yes. When you whispered to the DJ, play this, and they played it. See, that's when you had connections back then. So a lot has changed, child. Honey, these new generations, child, they used to be on their phone, taking selfies, and they be dancing for 6 seconds, as far as that time frame go, and then they just go back to just standing there. I'm like, child, but honey, the illusion, if y'all think y'all have a good time, y'all really don't have a good time at this club. Y'all just standing around.
I went to Denny's or Waffle House, then reported to work by 8. Baby, you went right to work.
A bitch went back to work.
Went back to work like it wasn't nothing.
Bitch was at work honey, texting, honey, who going out tonight?
You said 96 to 2000 and ATL was a time.
Baby, 96 to 2000, child. The music itself was a time, child.
So, yeah, I went down the rabbit hole, baby, and I was in the bed, baby. You would have thought I was at the club, honey. And one thing about Baltimore clubs and DC clubs, because Baltimore got club music, which was like really, I don't know who started club music. So everybody knows the song "Follow Me, Follow Me, Follow Me." So that's club music that you just, it's just more enhanced and enhanced and enhanced. So then we had that, and then DC had go-go music. I really wasn't, yeah. It was a couple go-go songs, but then sometimes go-go got real annoying. But like DC got Beat Your Feet, and then Baltimore had like the SpongeBob. They had the slide to the left, slide to the right. They had all kind of stuff. So it was just, baby, it was just, ooh, it was just good. You said I'm on a flight to ATL now. I had to give it a few days to let the girls clear out. You said beeper going off on your hip code 4143.
So let me tell you something. And you remember you had that Good Night, Honey, when the DJ would slow it down?
Let me tell y'all a story.
You tell your story, but tell bye.
What it say? It says this little boy IG shouts out nothing but got nothing on a homegirl praying to DJ. And be more Mike can attest for this. So when K Swift was alive, K Swift was the biggest DJ in Baltimore. And unfortunately, she had a untimely pass, and she like fell in the pool, hit her head or something like that in the pool one day. But we go down to the Paradox, and she would play this how nasty she was. This nasty work. She would play club music, follow right up by reggae, follow right by reggae. So she don't give you a time to like, for your body to like slow down. She right by reggae. Maybe then the girl she would play that slow jams. I know somebody got pregnant on the dance floor. And that's all I'm telling. That's it, because I was just on the wall watching everybody on my phone. That's it. I don't have no more. All right, go ahead. Tell your story.
We had phones back then. We was on.
I was I was.
You was probably outside or something because nobody was on the phone in the club.
Yeah, I wasn't participating in any of those things. So y'all go ahead. Tell your story. I wasn't participating in any of those things.
Child, let me tell you something, honey. Like you said, honey, you had your segment, the hip hop. You had your segment mixed with the R&B. You had your Jamaican segment, and then when they had that slow jam, let me tell you something, honey. Back in Pennsylvania, honey, where Adrienne grew up at, child, when they would play that music, Soul Child, the first album, and child, they play that, honey. They always play that song, "Settle for My Love," child. I mean, I don't know what it did to them people on that floor, but I was asked for a dance by somebody who was 6'6". They said, "Would you like to take? Do you mind if you do you mind if you take this dance?" I said, "I do mind." But listen, that slow dance, child, will lead to a number exchange on paper, and you probably may or may not end up over their house for the morning time. But I'm just saying, that was just for meet and greet. But that slow jam segment. If you wasn't on the dance floor, I don't know why you was there.
I'm gonna tell the story, then we're gonna move on, but I'm gonna go off camera to tell this story because this is not me actually talking. And I don't want y'all to look at me in no kind of way. So with that, I wish I was old enough for the club when Beyonce dropped Baby Boy. I would have tore the dance floor up. So there was this individual, and me and him reconnected a couple years ago in Atlanta. And Adrienne knows exactly who I'm talking about. Because we all went out to eat. And his friend Kendu was there with us, so Adrienne knows who I'm talking about.
Kendu was there.
One day we was in that fire hazard, and we were dancing, and I don't know, he was, hands around the way, we were dancing, and I promise you, Wizard, I promise you, baby, I thought I was just like Beyonce, the only one in the club was just me and him. You couldn't tell me there wasn't water on the floor when I stomped my feet. You couldn't tell me, baby, that when we was slow grinding to the fastest song in the club, we slow grinding and people was moving. Baby, it was just me and him, and there was a mirror in front of us. All right, so y'all, let's go ahead and get started with the show.
Okay, I'm gonna jump on that one. Remember, y'all, those who are true music heads, there was two versions of the Baby Boy.
We only heard.
Okay. So if those know, y'all can YouTube this, but there's actually two versions to Baby Boy. Now in Pennsylvania, they played both versions. So Beyonce actually recorded two different versions. Same beat, same everything else, but the verses were totally different. There was like two verses in the song that were totally different, both verses. So if y'all could look at y'all YouTube it up and look at this alternative version to Baby Boy, honey, they played that version in the club. They played the other version on the radio. So child, we got the best of both worlds on the Baby Boy, during the Baby Boy era because everybody was on the phone. And then Sean Paul was big on the scene at that time. So it was like that whole rim. And then Wayne Wonder. 2003 was really giving you something that you needed, child, at that time. So I tell people, honey, please look up the alternative version of Beyonce's Baby Boy, child, because she went in on that one too. But yes.
I'll tell you, baby, baby, I thought it was just me. Baby, listen, and I tell that story all the time. And I told it when I saw him, I told that story. Well, we both told the story. Baby, I thought it was just me. Baby, it wasn't nobody else in the club but me and him. And baby,
it was like that when I seen y'all the last time. It was like it was
all right. So y'all, let's go ahead and move on with the day.
So you want to ignore what I'm saying? So you want to act like you didn't know that we was there? I was like, hello, I'm here. And yeah, we was totally
Dina, shut up. Dina, shut up. She said, I always question Beyonce writing Baby Boy because there aren't basements in Houston. So what does she know about a basement party?
Child, Beyonce was at a damn basement party, child.
You said that's the best of club. Yes, it is.
But Deanna, go ahead and look up the alternative version or the second version of Baby Boy, honey. It's cute. But that's what we heard. I guess music in Pennsylvania was because they would play like versions of songs that people never heard of. And I was like, all right, child. I tell people, like, even when it comes to like Mary J. Blige, you remind me. Everybody heard the regular version and the remix that they on it. We didn't hear that version, honey. We heard the Bentley remix, bitch. And the Bentley remix went the fuck in. That's how we knew we love Mary J. Blige. You remind me from the Bentley. So if y'all look it up, Bentley remix to Mary J. Blige.
Everybody heard that remix by now.
You ain't heard. No,
that's because y'all. That's because y'all was in space. It ain't got down to us by then.
Talk about you hating ass bitch.
Y'all, let's go ahead and get this thing started. So the first story, we're gonna go ahead and just knock it out the way. Because speaking of music, speaking of ahead of their time and generation, it says, did you ever hear the remix of MJB and Mary and Lauryn Hill of "Be With You"?
Yes.
Yeah, you see how he do me? That's how he do. He's very, very nasty, and that's why I don't know how much longer we're gonna do this. He treats me very nasty. He wants to bring up old things about what I used to do back in the day. I have changed my life.
Slut.
So the other day, what was it? Maybe Wednesday or Tuesday, one of them days the other day, Wendy started going on her campaign of, trying to get out of her guardianship. She first did an interview with The Breakfast Club. Then she did an interview with TMZ. Then she did an interview with Don Lemon. Then she did an interview with Hollywood Unlocked. I'm sure by now we'd have heard one of the 4 interviews. I don't really want to go down the whole interview path. I kind of want to stick on what I thought and what Adrienne thought of just the interviews in general. I want to say this, though. We have to be honest. There is something wrong with Wendy. Mm-hmm. Do I think it's something wrong to the point of where she can't take care of herself or where she can't do for herself? No, I don't think that. Do I think there's things that she can't talk about? My biggest thing from this takeaway from this interview is at no point should you take away a person's right to do anything. It's simple as
right.
Wendy has made her money. She has made millions of dollars. And if Wendy wants to run through her money, then that's on what Wendy wants to do. That should be nobody else's decision to do. Also, I think I just don't think that you should take the right of the rights from somebody to go see, potentially might be able to see their father who's going to return 94 and sitting inside of a room with no phone and just a TV and a wall. You know, it's just torture. That's all I gotta say for right now.
Yeah, it's definitely, to me, listening to what Wendy and her niece mentioned, this is violating a lot of human rights. And you're violating a lot of human rights, but also you're painting a narrative that she's in this position. But listening to her, she's not fully in this position, or not at all in a position that you're stating that she's in. And that's scary. But again, to deny a human right to family, to people that they love, I'm like, you don't understand. Like, you putting her in this position is only making it worse so you can prove your point. That's what I feel. And shame on that individual on the guardianship, because you're being very selfish on what it is. And listening to her and hearing her the way she's breaking down, and the people in the public, fuck all y'all for y'all thinking that she deserves this, because she doesn't. She's still a person at the end of the day. And how would you feel if you was in a position where you couldn't see, your parent, or, somebody that you love who's up in age, and time is not on everybody's side, no matter if you're young or old, but still up in age, time is really not on your side. So to share that moment and to celebrate that moment as a memory, for comfort, that means a lot versus I'm stuck and I never had a chance to go. So that just holds resentment and more mental health issues. So human rights for Wendy Williams is being violated. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. Her rights are being violated in so many degrees, and I feel like more exposure to what's going on, awareness, will help people come out and reach out to go against what's going on. I feel that she needs to be with her family. I feel that this legal guardianship thing is bullshit. I'm trying to figure out how the hell y'all got in this position where you feel like you can control that.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of that now. That's where I side eye the family, right? That's where I side eye the family, because I'm like, how did y'all get in this situation? And let me just say this really quick. You said, but her son was running up the check. Here's the thing: he's used to a certain kind of lifestyle. Kevin is what, 21, I think 22. So for all of his years, he's only known his mother to be rich. He's only known his mother to be wealthy, to have millions of dollars in the bank. I feel like he lives a different kind of lifestyle. Him
Yeah.
going through $100,000 for DoorDash. That's nothing to them. You think about the Kardashian kids, or the
Hello.
kids and stuff like that. They run through money. So I don't know why he has, and not getting on UCW, but I don't know why I don't know why people made it such a big deal that Kevin did it. Like, it wasn't like his mother wasn't broke. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, she took his last $100,000 and just, this and that. This woman is worth $65 million.
And the
Like,
fact that she's saying she only got $15 to her name, that she can account for, that speaks a lot. But like you said, Q, I'm with you. Like, how did the family allow this moment to get this far for someone else outside the family to have guardianship over her?
and then the person who's the guardian, she was in some uh heat where she had a guardianship before. Let me put my allegedly up. Hold on. What the hell coming after me? She was in some heat before, and she had to pay the people back like $5.5 million, something like that. Misuse of funds.
And that's the fuck I seem like she's doing now.
Also, the lawyer for the Wendy gave
The judge.
the judge campaign money, like money towards the campaign. I just feel like,
That don't sound suspect. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, I the woman is trying to drive her crazy. Now, do I think Wendy needs some help? Yes.
But not to that capacity. She's not in that position.
Yes.
Like, there's some people who, the position that you're trying to put Winnie in, is somebody who was like that since they were a child, or experienced TBI.
But CW, the thing is though, we don't know what his allowance was. We don't know what he was able to do with the money that he was given. And again, if your mother has all this money, that's probably nothing to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nothing. And all you got to do is go to school and do what you need to do in school. You can get whatever you want. So I don't look at it like, if you want to buy food for other people, it is what it is. It'd be different if he was spending $100,000 a month. Then it's like, boy, what is you doing? But him spending $100,000 a year on Uber Eats or DoorDash, so what?
Okay.
I just don't think that should be the reason why she got spot. And I don't think that's the reason why she got into this heat. I think Wendy probably did something she wasn't supposed to be doing. And I think during the divorce, her and Kevin might have got into it and he started putting some eyes on her. But again, when she's with her family, she seems to be doing fine, because sometimes it's probably all she needs to do is be with her family.
And that's what she's craving for. Like, she don't want to know. She wants to go down to Florida and she wants to be with her family and be chill. Like, leave me alone.
And the thing is, yes, there's something wrong with Wendy, but I don't like people online that think that they doctors and they this and they that. She's something wrong with it. But there's definitely something wrong with Wendy, because I'm almost repeating herself a lot of times. I was like, okay, Wendy girl, like, but Wendy's also, it's also weird because Wendy's also the kind of person, she like me, I get off topic real quick and get right back on topic. So, you said if I came into a couple millions, they won't be going at all. Baby, the money I get now, baby, I could have $5 and they ain't going to Wells Fargo.
Child, Wells Fargo couldn't get a penny off me.
Kevin wanted his ex-wife funds for his side. Yes, he did. Hey, Sharina. Hey, Journey. All I'm saying is that it was sus and didn't happen before. That's my point. Okay, I got it. I watched the documentary, read the excuses. Her bank. I got it. I got what you're saying. But I think Wendy should be free of this conservatorship. And the thing is this, like, everybody was like, well, Brittany, look how Brittany turned out. So what? She's not harming anybody. She's not doing anything. Her family put her on that because they wanted to continue to use her to get the money they made out of her. And I think maybe CW might have said it, or somebody said it in the chat. Yeah, CW said it. They made Brittany perform in Vegas. And the thing is, you can tell Brittany wasn't into performing no more. You could just tell.
Yeah, she over it.
You said poor Wendy, but same happened to Brittany. Her dad had her own. Yes.
Her dad wasn't shit either.
CW, remember Wendy was sitting in the chair and she said, death to them all. Ooh. So, anything else you want to say on this topic?
It just saddens me. So I just pray that, whatever, like you said, the GoFundMe, things like that, whatever comes in favor of working with her in that guardianship or conservative ship that's going on, whatever ship it is shit. And they need to fix it. And free Wendy Williams, bitch.
So I need to find the actual story. Give me 1 second, y'all. Well, what was his? Let me see. Okay. So now we're going to behave, y'all, on this next topic. It's actually not funny what happened to him. It's actually not funny at all. So let me get the negative stuff out the way first. So a man fatally off himself after being caught naked from waist down at an Arizona coffee shop. He died by suicide after he was filmed half naked in his car at the Bikini Beans coffee shop in Tampa, Arizona.
Child, we can't hear you.
Hold on. You can't hear me?
Okay, now I can hear
y'all
you.
Hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Right, they had music and stuff playing. Sorry, y'all. Let me see. Okay. No. Where is it at? I just had the story up. Let me just pull up on my phone. Hold on, y'all, because clearly the computer don't want me to look at it. So as y'all know, this guy pretty much offed himself. Can y'all hear me?
Okay, you go ahead. I'll give the story.
Hold on, I want to see if can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, because they said I'm on the mute. Okay, you got a story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the young gentleman went ahead and offed himself over a situation where he allegedly pulled up at a coffee shop, which was recording. Now, the backstory behind this and the reason why, and I found out because doing more, because you got to figure out things. I found out that this coffee shop in particular is known for people pulling up and doing things like this. So that's why some employees do have their cameras ready. We'll talk about that a little later on. But apparently, this particular person pulled up. He was exposed on camera. He drove off abruptly. And when it went viral, that's when this man, out of whatever situation, offs himself. Now, at this moment, the mother is trying to sue the employee at the particular place for like embarrassment and putting her son out there and her being the reason why he offed himself. But the employees at that particular establishment have been on the lookout because it's not only him, but it's multiple people that are exposing themselves during this time frame. He just unfortunately was one of those who just went viral behind the situation. So right now the media is like torn between like, hey, we're feeling the mom, she shouldn't have done this, but also you got other people saying like on the other end, like, well, he was a grown man, he got choices, and then you got the other people like, did he have mental health issues? What was his background? So everybody's looking at it from different lenses to see like the truth. But I mean, from my perspective, and I don't know about Q, but I just feel like there's a time and place for pulling up to a public establishment. It's inappropriate.
Um, yes, it's inappropriate. Wizard, you took the words right out my mouth. You took the words right out my mouth. Twitter made this type of shenanigans more common, and people do it all the time. That is the issue. Twitter, and I don't even want to just say gays, just people on Twitter who do that kind of work or whatever. You see them walk around Home Depot. You see them, walking around Walmart. That's why I go to Walmart. You see them walking around Walmart and in the malls and the bathroom stalls and the gyms and stuff like that. And people have made it almost, what's the word? Not acceptable, but almost like normal. And I'm just like, I get that people are into like it's a fetish of theirs.
Yeah. So to get a little bit deeper, they're saying like according to the cops and reported by TMZ, the man was approached by staff who noticed that the individual had his pants pulled down while taking his order. The employee reported to her manager that the man pulled at the drive-through window still naked. The manager allegedly had already taken out her phone and recorded the man who was um self-pleasuring himself already in the car.
I think they need to be on the list. Simple as that. They need to be on the list. Yeah, it's normalized. That's what I was trying to say. It's normalized. So unfortunately, I don't think that's the real reason why he might have off himself. I'm sure there's probably some more behind that.
So they're saying here, like on the night of the individual's death, his family members reached out to the coffee shop and were aggressive at the staff and stated that this person off themselves over the incident, as told by the police and to TMZ.
I still don't believe that's the full reason,
I don't
but
believe the full reason. I believe, like you said, they normalize, and people have been doing, especially X. X has put it out there for people to normalize doing public things that are inappropriate. And if you're going to be out there self pleasuring yourself in the public, and people see that this is awkward, and you're pulling up half naked from the waist down, what do you expect me to do?
I don't think he was gay. I don't. Was he out of?
No,
Yeah,
he
I don't.
wasn't gay. The man was married and straight. It had nothing to do with your sexuality. It's just the act of what you've done.
Be more. Be more. I think he to a coffee shop where you can get some tap. Um, yeah, playgrounds, grocery stores, Walmart,
At
dollar
gas
store.
stations, like people are like at gas stations, self pleasuring themselves. People are in like public places and hotel hallways. Like it's normalizing this, and this is inappropriate. Like, when is it okay?
We used to have a friend.
Who's we?
We used to have a friend that used to.
We.
Yes, girl. Look, at one point we had a friend, and she used to. She used to be in the woods.
Oh, her. All right, so we did have a friend who used to be in the woods, and there was several occasions where she could have been caught. And those who live in Baltimore know about Druid Hill Park, child. And she would frequently visit Druid Hill Park, and Druid Hill Park was known for, solicitation and inappropriate behaviors by the punks. So police would have like random stings of arresting folks for indecent exposure and all the other stuff, that goes with it, lewd sexual content that just, just wasn't appropriate for the public eye. But I will digress. Child, child. She ran for
She
child.
called one day, and all you heard was leaves crunching in the background because I was running from the cops. Girl, I didn't know, baby. I didn't. Girl.
Bitch, when I tell you, and I mean, she's on that phone breathing hard, talking about, oh, bitch, I almost got arrested, child. I'm like, what? Why? Child, how did they had a sting of police running through the woods trying to get us, child. Thank God I went this way and I got out of Druid Hill Park. Child, she was in there, child, linking up with random people, child, who cruised the park at night, child.
You said NYC had to put cameras on the subways because they were having full-blown freak off. Let me tell y'all something. You sound like Piedmont Park, baby.
Child, honey, child. Now, honey, you got on Piedmont Park. Honey, don't ever. I'm telling people this. What was the other park in DC across the street from the fireplace?
Oh, I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about, child. Honey, parks like that, honey, you can't bring your kids to that park.
That was a weird part though, because like you had to go down the hill and
you had to go down them steps and everything else, child. And then you see a whole bunch of items on the ground, child. You can't bring your child down. You can't say, Billy, honey, that's not a balloon. Put that back down.
I would think that when I do get to that moment in my life that I need a bed, maybe some candles, maybe some soft music playing in the background. I just couldn't imagine my first time being in the woods.
Child. No, not at all. And child, you just hold on to a tree. Child, everybody can't be Arsenal, child.
Can I say something though?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say it on here. Never mind. Don't worry about
it. Talk to me backstage.
Is he not back? Okay, I'm gonna go backstage.
Can I talk to you backstage?
Not backstage. Baby, I would have told her. I would say, "Can you go around the corner real quick? I just want to."
I mean, bitch, he was fine, bitch. I'd have told him, child, bring that car around. What you want to? What you want, mocha latte? All right, pull around the corner. Child, let me finish it off. Child, I was trying to pause the camera to see what the piece looked like, but just wouldn't give it an option.
I couldn't see it either.
So I was like, "Can I see the piece?" I'm like, "Bitch, can we?" I'm like, "Bitch, we like Arby's. We want the meat. We want to see it." But that's neither here or there. Let me get back on the show.
Let me ask y'all a serious question though, and there's no right or wrong answer. If you work in a drive-through or whatever, and somebody did this, would you report them to the cops, or would you be like, "Hey, you don't come back around here, sir, doing that"? Like, what would be y'all like initial reaction?
Yeah, what would be your initial reaction?
Like a serious initial reaction. I think I'd probably be like, no, like this is inappropriate, because it'll catch you so off guard. Like,
this is not the time. So some people say they would call the police, they would report it. Some people may be in shock, I'm seeing.
Report. You said, "Got to get out my drive-through, move, bitch." I would not think to record. Yeah, I would not think to record it. Yeah,
I wouldn't have time.
He was easy on the eyes though. You said I wouldn't have reported to the cops. Okay. I don't think I would have called the cops either though.
I wouldn't have time to pull up my phone. But they said this coffee shop has had numerous situations where people have done that, but like reading the reports, this person seen it in advance and just had the phone out.
Yeah,
So,
I don't.
who, again, we are all equipped with choices.
I do want. I was trying to see it
I better see it.
though.
Bitch, I tried to pause it.
But but okay, cool, okay,
Selfish.
It's sad that he did that to himself. I'm thinking he might have had other issues too. But
If
it's
you
sad.
look at the video, you would see like his like reaction. Something was off.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and just say, versus. I mean, you could tell when someone's just doing it, but you could tell like something was off with him, just the way he responded and moved about with his vehicle. So something was definitely off.
yeah. Why is this not popping up?
All right. Breaking news. Shout out to Will Smith, who's giving $42 million to the Los Angeles wildfires. So shout out to Will Smith.
So unfortunately for that guy, he is no longer here. His son, I think he has a child. I don't want to say, I don't know what he has, but
Yeah, he was a snow bunny.
So TikTok was gone for 12 hours and now TikTok is coming back. So, honey, you girls try to take her up out of here, and she rose back up. She rose back up out of the ashes. And
Honey, the uproar, honey, of last night with the blackout child.
so they said around 12 hours after shutting itself down, TikTok is back from many users, almost like it never left. Donald Trump elected to save the app. The whiplash move to move the app back came after TikTok became unstable for America's late Saturday night. Users who try to open the app said pretty much it was offline. Stay tuned. But now TikTok is back, and y'all can go back to TikTok in it.
Also, it was reported that there were throughout the country, honey, there was a lot of phone calls to 911 from teenagers stating about the blackout with TikTok. And that's not a joke. That's actually something that really, really happened in several states. People calling 911 about TikTok. But yeah,
Yeah.
Trump knew. Trump knew.
Well, the thing
Trump.
is, though, I actually agree with. I had actually agreed with them doing something. TikTok should be an American-owned company. It should not be based out of China. I do think they need to go back and do some kind of security stuff in the background, some kind of so we don't have any security risks. Because they were breaking in and checking people's phones and conversations and bank accounts and all kind of stuff. This needs to be. You can have the TikTok, but you need to make sure it's an American-based company. So I didn't have a problem.
My only,
Yeah,
my
it's
only,
owned by an American, but it's not. But America didn't make TikTok.
yeah. So it was like Q was saying, like if someone can have the full rights. But my only issue was you have how many people living in America versus 9 people who came up with this decision to ban TikTok. And what bothers me is that you are so pressed about TikTok, but American economy, education, crime rate, healthcare, all this is in a big crisis and not been addressed, but you're worried about TikTok. So it goes to show that a lot of people in upper areas are not prioritizing the needs of the fellow citizens. And even with minimum wage and the cost of living is just on the rise, like how can people survive? And what strategies can you do to survive or help people survive? But you're so pressed about TikTok.
But I think that's a difference because TikTok is more of a security risk, right? TikTok is more of a you're on TikTok and I decide I want to break into your TikTok. What if you're on TikTok and you work for the government or something like that? Yes, all those things need to be addressed too. But this is an easier situation to fix than everything else. Is again, they never should have banned it, but they should have put some better security
They
risks.
should have had they could have said, hey, White House are working on security measures when it comes to, utilizing TikTok for a safer version. Had you put it out that way, then you wouldn't have a whole uproar of everybody pulling out and calling. It's like it's kind of like when you mess with somebody, they're gonna call you out on your stuff. And right now, I'm messing with TikTok because of some people's livelihood. You make people call out things. You make people become more aware of things and pushing to change things. Keep that same energy. But also I agree with Q. Security is security, and a lot of people have been switching to Red Note, going to Red Note and utilizing that area, which China has now switched the IP address to separate, continents and where they're at, but also allowing different language barriers on there. So it's like they're already on it. People are already switching over, and it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but I'm with Q. It is a security breach, but also some people are thinking to themselves, how come you don't want us to communicate with other countries? Other countries are welcoming us to these new apps and, we're learning culture things, but you don't want us to communicate. And some people feel like America is like North Korea. They can't talk outside amongst each other. There's no land of the free in this situation, and they're just like stuck.
I don't want to communicate with other countries.
Why not?
Because I don't.
I mean, you have Asian.
It is. I think I don't know. It's just, well, since we on it, child, let's just go ahead and go down that road. Nelly, Snoop, Rick Ross, and Soldier Boy all were performing at Trump's inauguration or something inauguration, child. Somebody, not the not the inauguration for tomorrow, but the ball, girl. It was all down there at the ball, honey.
Walking face, child.
Walking face, the ball.
The ball.
The ball.
So they're getting each one of them are getting a lot of backlash on their decisions to perform for Trump. Nelly quickly defends performing for Trump after backlash and says it's not for money, it's for an honor, and he would do it for any president that was in office. Snoop is getting a lot of backlash because, again, 10 years ago or however long ago, when Trump first got in office, Snoop was calling people racial slurs that pertain to people who were in favor of the slave masters, if they performed for Trump. And now that he has performed for Trump,
the crypto ball. That's right, the crypto ball.
yeah, now that he has performed, he's getting a lot of backlash from social media, very, very, very heavy on his actions, on what he's done, calling him everything that he's called everyone else.
So, this is what I feel. This is what I truly feel. I'm not really big on cancel culture. Yeah, I'm not really big on cancel culture because here's the thing. It don't affect me. Nothing that Snoop, Rick Ross, Nelly, Soulja Boy do has any effect on my life. So I'm not getting ready to get bent out of shape. So I watch The View a lot. And it's two girls on there. One is named Sarah, one is named Alyssa. And they're all like, look, we are in it. This amount of people voted for Trump. We got to just move on, right? Trump won. It is what it is. Then you have the other set of people who are like, well, that didn't happen 4 years ago. Yeah, but we're not 4 years ago. We now in 2025. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep going backwards and saying what he did, what he didn't do, blah, blah, blah. He either going to mess the country up or he going to do just fine. I don't know what he going to do. I did not vote for Trump. I voted for Kamala. It is what it is. If these people feel like they want to go, if they feel like they want to go down there and perform for Trump, I don't know about y'all. Me and Snoop always be my uncle. Snoop always be my uncle. Now, Rick and Nelly, y'all can have that. And Soldier Girl, y'all definitely can have Soldier Boy. Y'all definitely can have Soldier Boy. But Snoop always will be my uncle. I think he is getting the most backlash because like Adrienne said, because of what he said back in the day about Trump. But he did it. It is what it is. We gotta just move on. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. The crypto ball. You said the music careers are irrelevant, so they needed it except Snoop. I don't know why he did it. You said the cunt rappers are performing for Orange Pumpkin. You said Soulja Boy's walk sex siren ill. Soldier Boy said Trump paid him and not Obama's. You said the It rappers and the It singers will never perform for the felon Trump. You said poor Chrisette Black who canceled her for doing a job and expanded her audience. But wasn't okay. Depending on the check, I would have went and shoot a dude too. That said, Trump didn't even want his boy Wayne to perform. He can't catch a break. He said they perform for Trump to secure the pardon in case they do some dumb shit. Snoop can't be canceled. He was Snoop. Ain't nobody canceling Snoop, Joe. That's where I'm at with it. If I keep worried about Trump, my nerves will be torn up 24/7. Hello, 24/7, and I did that the first go around. I am not doing that again.
And I think that's what people need to understand. Like, you guys are really working yourselves up over. We told you how many times, get your popcorn and sit back and watch, child. You don't have to like be.
Every fight ain't a fight.
Every fight and every battle ain't yours. Said the Lord. Every battle ain't yours. Chelsea, why you waking up every morning upset, can't sleep at night, and these people don't even know you? Every battle ain't yours, honey. Like I said, time will reveal for what it is. Like, it's the key term everyone said, fuck around and find out. Then sometimes people just gotta fuck around and find out.
You said let them eating popcorn on the side, waiting for the purge training. That's all. We waiting for the purge training.
All. Let people fuck around and find out. That's all. Cause shout out, honey, me and Q got ours. Smith and Weston.
The thing is this. Chrisette Michelle, she ain't really had no career. I mean, can we be honest? Like, Chrisette Michelle ain't really had no career. Like, I feel like y'all be putting people on pedestals that don't need to be up on pedestals. And if we're gonna be honest, can y'all name me 5 Chrisette Michelle songs?
Without saying the one but Rick Ross.
And I like Chrisette Michelle. I got one of her albums.
Her first one. That's the only one I got.
I got her second one. Her second one was good.
Just stuck on the
Epiphany. I think I just had an epiphany.
I don't know nothing about that one.
You said, imagine Beyonce performing for Trump. Okay.
Child, they would praise her too.
You said, I wish somebody would tell you, Yvette Nicole Brown that.
Child.
Well, you said she had to go. She would have to go somewhere perform that cowboy call. Okay, she go somewhere perform that shit. You said, don't do Chrisette. She didn't need to be canceled. If she was a nobody, then why did Black people care? Because she was Black. That's why they cared. Black people care about the wrong stuff. Oh, y'all don't want to have that conversation, do y'all? Oh, okay. Okay.
They don't want to have that conversation.
Okay. Well, let's just move on to some other story. Okay. Let me see. Stephanie Mills thinks R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea Kelly, should be locked up with him.
Stephanie ain't come to play with y'all. But I ain't mad at Steph. Steph said both of y'all bitches should be locked up. Then guess what? I feel like she knew. You can't tell me you didn't know. You knew everything else, but you didn't know that. Girl, but you was profiting off of it. And in some way or another, child, you want to be like Tina Turner, honey, and you work your ass off. You want to keep the name. So I feel with Auntie Steph, maybe you need to sit in there too.
Yup.
Honey, because the words of my good friend Brandon, the bitch knew. The bitch knew. She knew. You couldn't sit there and tell me that she didn't know. You sit there and tell me Dre had no idea, and she set her lying ass on our camera and said, I didn't know. But yet you complain about the infidelity, but you didn't know. Which one is it?
These are all that dancing in the back with the cat suits, honey. Something brewing with yes, baby, something brewing with that bitch, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
You didn't know, Drea girl.
Kingsley, shut up. You say hands to heaven won't be the same if Drea is locked up with Kelly. Kingsley, shut up. I find it very difficult and very hard to believe
Hello.
that when you living with somebody, how long was they together for? Pretty much forever.
Forever, child.
That this man and let's be honest, R. Kelly is one of the king, not the king, but he's one of the kings of R&B. So he was everywhere. And here's the thing, girl. If you didn't know nothing, why are you keeping his last name? Because his last name does not have any power anymore. So why are you keeping his last name? Right, as long as them checks was clearing. You said lock her up and Tyler seeing her dry up, twirling around in them leotards, child. Well, yeah, why you keep his last name? R. Kelly ain't R. Kelly no more. So what you keep his last name for? Drea Kelly.
Yeah, that's a question right there. Why?
And the other thing is this. You know, Tina Turner kept Tina Turner because she was already Tina Turner. Drea, what have you done? What have you done?
Drea.
He did it for the lifestyle. But I heard R. Kelly he really ain't had no money. You said, here we go. What you mean, CW? What you mean? Yes, she is. Yes, she is, Wizard. Yes, she is. Maybe she went out and it gives me she went out and got him. It gives me she was doing a recruiting.
So you think she was on the recruitment team?
It gives me she was doing a recruiting.
What they call it? What they call it? The street team.
The street. You said to the people who never married. Once a woman marries, her legal name is her last name. She doesn't have to change it. She gave me she was recruiting. She gave me she had a post on Indeed.
So you saying Miss Drea, honey, was on that street team, and she was out Monday through Sunday recruiting
JW
at the local high schools.
JW, just say that again. Is the last name Kelly good for anything? Girl.
Yeah. So what's your benefit of keeping that last name, Drea?
Wake it up, Stephanie. Wake it up, Stephanie.
What's the benefit, Drea? Why are you fighting for that last name?
Wake it up, Stephanie. Jaguar Wright says Mary J. Blige is a closet lesbian. Girl. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
They are allegedly saying that her and Kendu had a partnership with an unknown female, and which was originally Mary J. Blige's Boo Boo, her piece, and then Mary introduced her to Kendu. That's what they're saying, and then her and Kendu hit it off. And honey, didn't want it. Honey, Mary was no longer appointed to the Reindeer Games. And that's where the divorce came through, because he just wasn't happy. He was happy with Mary's new side piece that Mary introduced in the circle. That's what they're saying. I don't know how true it is, but this is what they're saying.
Child, whatever. We don't care. Mary a lesbian. We've been through that. I've been told y'all Mary was a lesbian. Baby, be more. You ate with this one. R. Kelly changing names and genders, baby. Girl, that's how you get away from your father, baby. You want to get away from your father? Go and change your name and your gender. It ain't like her last name was Knowles or Kardashian. Girl, give it up. Right, Savannah, girl. We knew Mary was lesbian, child. Right, she a couple. I told y'all. Never mind. Let's move on.
What you say? What you say?
Let me move on.
What you say?
I've been told y'all about marrying Angie, girl. I've been told y'all about marrying Angie.
What you say?
And sometimes
we call that out. We all call that a long time ago.
And what kills me is people be like, "Oh, but they got kids, girl. So what?" Anyway,
Mary ain't got no damn kids.
Mary says it's whack that wealthy women have to pay alimony. So the ladies in the chat, How do y'all feel about that? Mary says it's whack that wealthy women have to pay alimony. Oh my gosh, Kingsley. Kingsley. Oh my. Kingsley said Jaguar has nothing left but her son's ashes.
You know what? You wrong, Kingsley. You wrong. Honey, we don't talk about the dead on this show, child.
Oh my God.
Wrong is wrong, child.
You ate that though. You said Mary been eating box Jaguar mad because she didn't get her soul snatched. Ooh. You said in Mary's case, didn't she pay child support too and got her kids either? But baby, I don't know what kind of lawyer Mary had. I don't know what kind of lawyer Mary had, but baby, she had to pay child support for somebody else's kids. That's not even her own kids.
Honey, Mary had a public defender.
Child.
Named Donald Stumpleton, child. He was just fresh out of class.
Baby, this was Mary's original lawyer. When Mary came to him with the case, this is Mary's lawyer. That was Mary's original lawyer. He was like, girl,
the original one. The original.
Baby, you said she shouldn't look at who she was marrying. That man been trying to snatch all those monies out of Chanel. You said yes, alimony, child support, the kids are both of theirs. No, Mary don't have no kids with Mary don't have no kids at all. Those kids are from Kendu's old relationship.
Yeah, Mary don't have no kids.
Savannah. Do you know about Sherry Shepherd's situation?
Oh yeah,
when she got divorced.
Child, that's a child. I said stolen embryos, child.
In the words of Bernadine, never get fucking married.
Never fucking get married.
Never fucking get married. In the words of Bernadine, girl, just never fucking get married.
I said, but Mary ain't got no kids, son. That's why they call her auntie.
You said B Moore said Mary had a secret child by Casey. I still believe that.
No, they said, honey, Mary had plenty of abortions, child.
Sherry got fleeted twice, child. Yes, bitch. Yeah.
They said, honey, Mary and Puffy had a baby. Well, allegedly she's pregnant by him. So, child, there's a lot going on in that whole circle. I just can't wait for it all to come out so we can talk about it.
Do we care?
We don't care, but we're gonna talk about it. There's other channels that do care, but we don't care.
Stop.
There's plenty of YouTube channels of people talking about P. Diddy. But Cat Williams says that Tyler Perry can't play a man to save his life. What was that movie, John? What was it?
I don't know.
Tyler Perry played some movie. He was a detective.
Tyler Perry get hate because he a billionaire. He a black billionaire. That's the reason why he getting hate. So anyway, next story. For some reason, Beyonce is catching backlash for donating $2.5 million to California wildfires. It says, I'm not impressed. I want to see her give half her bank account like I would have did.
No. Beyonce didn't have to give shit out, but it's a lot of mega nuts that are complaining about her. I'm like, you mad about the country? Now you're mad about what she donated. She didn't have to donate anything.
Kingsley, shut up. Wasn't that new chicken wrap?
So
Alex Cross. The movie was Alex. That movie was Alex Cross.
Okay, Alex Cross, yeah. But a lot of the mega nuts are complaining about Beyonce's donation contribution to the California wildfires. Honey, however, if she gave 30 cents, child, she donated. Honey, because none of y'all bitches ain't got the money to give it. So people who complain it don't got shit to give. So when you start to have shit to give, then you start saying anything.
Yeah, how much did y'all give?
Nothing. That's what I said. Y'all bitches got a lot to say about what people don't do, but yeah, a lot of bitches got the complaining rights, but you ain't got no money to give. So we're good.
Can I read the story to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see what's. V gave money, her home in Vermont too. She didn't have to donate. She got kids. Yes. Can I read a story to y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Heartbreaking. 19-year-old Georgia man reflects on being groomed and SA by his sixth grade teacher, claimed the incident would have happened on campus during school hours, and he received iPhone and AirPods in exchange for engaging in sexual acts.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbors, can you really trust anyone with your kids? In a heartbreaking video testimony, 19-year-old Jeremiah Williams has come forward with serious allegations against a former teacher in Langston Chapel Middle School in Statesburg, Georgia. Williams claims he was groomed and sexually, SA by the teacher during his time at the school during multiple incidents that he alleged occurred both on and off campus. In the video, he recalls 3 times the incident happened. First, he was in school suspension. He described a situation where the playful interaction escalated to leading to inappropriate touching. Williams admits to feeling stunned on the encounter, which he claimed was followed by mutual act of sexual contact. He alleged that the teacher rewarded him with gifts, including an iPhone 8 Plus and AirPods. He noted that his peers and school administrators were aware of this exchange. I was a golden child. I could do no wrong, he stated emotionally. Williams describing the second incident during school basketball games. Where he alleged the teacher assaulted him in the bathroom during the ride home after the event. He recalls feeling complied to engage in sexual acts during the ride. I gave him head all the way home. The final incident occurred during a tutoring session at the teacher's home, in which Williams claimed was merely a cover for ongoing grooming and SA, where he stated there was no tutoring done. He reveals that his teacher later reached out on his 18th birthday to apologize, claiming he was unaware of the implications of his actions. It was only discussed his experience with a friend that Williams recognized that severe of abuse he endured. He confided his mother and shared this story publicly. He has expressed ongoing struggles with depression, empathizing the impact of these experiences on his relationship, his family, and friends.
So if you look at that and listen to what Q has said, what 12-year-old, because sixth grade is normally between 11, 12-year-olds, what 12-year-olds in their right mind can consent to something? You think about it. I'm 12 years old. How can I consent to another adult that this is okay without it being justified as SA? Definitely grooming behaviors was in this situation. And he jokingly thinking like, hey, I did such and such, but his female friend was like, bruh, you was just SA'd. Like, that's not cool. This is nothing funny. But you get in the mindset of the victim, eventually after being groomed for so long, it normalizes the behavior and the actions for them to give back. So that's why when watching the program, reading it, this person was just kind of going in saying, hey, I gave this person an oral transaction on the way back home from these games, and we both did it to each other. And this became like our new norm, like our little relationship, And for a young person, this could be like intriguing, but also scary, but also, I don't know, but also go with the flow because there's so much going on. And I think mom on the other end, I think they had a really good relationship, but mom was where mom was, and they were where they were, and they were dealing with these episodes of depression and not realizing where it generated from and how it generated from. And that's why I say, whether you're a boy or a girl, and Q said it best, are your kids really safe with anybody outside of, and even family members? Is anybody safe in the realm? And it's a reality that nowadays we really have to like look at, like, who's around my child, who's educating my child, who's the influence for my child, like what am I pouring into my child? Do we have a relationship where they can come and tell me everything that's going on? Or like, what, there's so many gray areas of raising children. But unfortunately, this young man grew up being groomed by someone that you're supposed to trust as being an educator, a mentor, an example. But this individual used his power of authority for his own, desires. And this unfortunately impacted this man in adulthood. And you can't tell a person in his shoes to get over it. You can't tell a person in the situation, hey, let's just, it happened. No, he has every right to go backwards and prosecute. And some states don't open that up, but some states do open that up to go back. And the fact that this grown man apologized later on for his impact, that speaks on just the horrific things you just already added on top of what you've already done. And reading the reports, they say that this individual is still teaching and also has an Instagram and huge in the church. And that's a whole nother story. So the groomer groomed the young one, but who groomed that man too?
I ain't got nothing to say. I can say this though. I'm not even trying to somebody. I'm barely trying to somebody in their 20s. You got to be like 28, 29.
No, but you got to be in your late 30s for me. On some real shit, you got to be in your late 30s, almost damn 40 to talk to me. Baby, anybody that I could have changed your diapers, this ain't going to do it. And anybody I could have changed anybody's diapers between the years of 1989 on up. So don't come for me, whatever. Anybody who's born from 1989 on up, bitch, we cannot talk. And I'm not giving, I don't give a fuck how fine you are. You were still born during the time I could change your fucking diapers. Shit, I could have been like Aretha. I could have been your parent. Daydreaming, I'm thinking a dream. Daydreaming, I'm thinking a dream. Daydreaming, I'm thinking a dream. Look at my train. Here's the best. Child. All right, so Redman says that he has been abstinent for 2 years and it has been the best decision he has ever made. He said he realized that friends in his circle were in one path and he wanted to have kind of like an open mindset to a different change. And he said with that change and being abstinent and really thinking about priorities, he's lost a lot of friends who was in a circle that kept reminding him of his past. And he just wanted to move forward. He said he's never felt any better than he's ever felt before. And he remains to be wherever he is. Some people, like, hey, kudos to Redman. That is a strong mindset. So you get my kudos on this end. I personally wouldn't sleep with Redman, but those who would, listen, the man is staying abstinent, child. He doing what he need to do. Because it's still my mind. He's still like his feet stink. But
I think people. You said, why did he put us in a group chat? I think people. I think he's getting made fun of because he's a black man and he's a rapper. So I think that's really the only reason why people are like, oh, blah 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 blah. But I actually agree with him. Like I
agree with him. Like you said, that man, he said he learned a lot during this time frame of how people really were and how they really want him, how they treat him. So guess what? Some bitches want you where you at.
I think also look at the story we were just talking about earlier with the guy who offed himself and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes the people, social media, everything has just become so like sexual. And I feel like some of the people are doing it because they just, this is interesting. It's not off topic, but it's off topic. I get so tired of the transgender girls talking about, oh, the only thing I could do in my life was be a prostitute. I couldn't do nothing, but now I'm a hairstylist. You could have been a hairstylist the whole time. So I feel like everything is so sex. So when you hear somebody say, Hey, I'm abstinent. I'm celibate right now. And this and that. It's almost like, well, what's wrong with you? But if you look at Redman now compared to Redman a couple years ago, he looks a lot healthier. He looks better. And I don't, hey, listen, I'm not listen.
That's strong willpower. That's a mindset. So for me, I give kudos to Redman. Redman has my total kudos in the whole situation. I myself have been abstinent since the year started. So yes, I'm going to be in agreement with Redman.
Now y'all see how respectful I was when he said that he was abstinent.
I was, bitch.
I didn't say nothing. I'm on your side. Might be abstinent from work. You said he looked refreshing in this picture. He was real ashy looking and not dropped too long ago. You said Method Man should have did the same. He probably shouldn't have been slapping his daughter's boyfriend around the gym. Oh yeah, what happened with that story with the assault and Method Man and Busta?
We cleaned it up. It's fine.
I think the story is old, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. Trick Daddy say Beyonce can't sing. Trick Daddy says Beyonce don't write her music and barely can sing. The rapper says Beyonce is no Whitney, Adele, or Jennifer Hudson.
She's Beyonce. Ain't problem to solve. Trick Daddy, you continue to be pregnant, stay pregnant and miserable, child. And that, honey, that if you don't home face that you have, child, we're gonna leave that alone.
But let y'all have a field day with this before we move on to the next story. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Child, like his gold teeth got a whole bunch of plaque in it, child. Child, he just like he stink, child.
But honestly, I would just be looking at him like, okay.
Oh, you want to explode, child. Child, you like a body that's been decaying is about to explode. Child. Rick and Morris already kicked in with Trick Daddy. Child. I mean, this. Any moment now, child.
Now, if he pulled up to the drive-through,
I was on wait. Let me get your stuff. And child, I'd have jumped in the car and helped, and then got back out the car, and then served the next customer.
No, we would have kept.
What'd you say? But you would have drove off. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm on my break. But you just started. Okay. People start all the time. I'm on my break. And I come back, honey, just as happy and ready to face the rest of the evening.
All right, y'all. Before we get out of here, you know what time it is. It is game time.
It's all about games.
So, let me remove this allegedly. What y'all saying in the comment? You said, does he still look the same? No, he don't look the same. But back then, he don't look the same.
So, all are in their prime and releasing albums on the same day. Whose album are you buying first? You got Keith Sweat, Janet, R. Kelly, Mary J. Blige, Usher, Beyonce, Chris Breezy, and Riri. Who are you buying? Remember, they're in their prime, and you are buying. Whose album you gonna buy first? I already know who I'm getting, but I'm just want to hear y'all.
You said Beyonce, Rihanna. Okay, Kingsley, we get it. Beyonce, we get it. Kingsley,
we get it. Kingsley.
So I'm not really a huge Keith Sweat fan. Keith Sweat got like 5 or 6 songs I like, but that's kind of like it for me. Chris albums be too long for me. I will never get through a whole Chris Brown album.
And for me, in their prime, whose album I would have jumped for first would have been between 2 people on this list. Honey, in their prime would have been between Janet and Mary. I'm sorry, Kingsley, but Beyonce would not be my first choice.
I guess Mary.
Okay, honey, because Mary used to drop them firebombs, child, in her prime. But honey, Janet did too. So that's what I said, child. And that Velvet Rope era, child. We just, whew, girl.
So y'all saying Rihanna, y'all saying Usher, Rihanna. Okay. I mean, I have okay. Yeah, it ain't. It just. He said, and you wouldn't be Beyonce's first or last show. Oh, Kingsley, shut up, Kingsley. I love it. You better ride for your girl.
I mean,
You
he's
said
just
Usher's. You said Usher's last album didn't do it for. I didn't. It didn't do it for me either. Usher don't do it for me. Okay.
Janet.
Keith Sweat. When was Keith Sweat in his prime?
In the 80s.
Okay. I mean, Keith Sweat got some good music. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, Keith Sweat. I mean, Keith Sweat's first and second album was everything.
It's just not a
And
good
that
singer.
was his prime. So during that time, yeah, it would have gave.
You
But
said
I'm still
Beyonce, Rihanna, Chris Brown. Okay, Usher, Chris Brown. Okay, cool. You said Come Home came out last year. Usher could have kept that in the archive. Okay. He could have stayed home with that child. Just stay home. Y'all stop before y'all spam before they make look like it's spam in my chat, y'all. Is it raining? I thought it was supposed to snow today. I guess not. Or was that ice coming down? You're like ice. Let me see. Let's go to this one next. Adina Howard, Nasty Grind, or Beyonce Dance for You. Which song is better?
definitely Adina Howard Nasty Grandchild. Step one, move over to my trade three, my nasty grind, yeah, yeah, yeah. Honey, Shay Jones wrote that shit, child.
You said I love Velvet
Nobody's
Rope.
gonna do you like me.
You said I love Velvet Rope, All for You, and Discipline albums from Janet Demita, Joe Jackson. You said it was Sleep. Okay, I thought that's what it was. Sleep. Okay, I thought it was. You said Dance for You. Okay, you saying Adina, Nasty Grind, Nasty
And
Grind.
now they said Adina Howard, honey, a t-shirt of my panties, child, out of one.
So I don't have a fight in this because I don't like neither one of the songs. So
Honey, my nasty grind, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said yes. Nobody's gonna do trade like me.
so the next one is Escape Softest Place on Earth or SWV Rain. Softest Place on Earth is one of the worst songs ever made. So Rain for me.
I don't think so. I think it was one of Escape Strong songs for me. But Rain is trumping right now. Rain was everything. But Softest Place on Earth was everything too. But I'll go with Rain.
Just Rain. You said Slow Dance by Gary. I didn't really care for Carrie Hilson's first album.
I didn't care for Slow Dance. And
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't.
Now her second album was really good, but her first album was.
Well, she said Meatball, bitch. She said Meatball went awful. So yeah, she did.
I hate that damn song. I hate it. I think Escape hates it too because I never see them. I don't never see them perform it live.
I know the sister does it now.
All right, what we got next? This is just for Kingsley. Let me find it. This is just for Kingsley. Kingsley, this is all for you, Kingsley.
Kingsley.
This is all for you. So Kingsley, what table you sitting at? We have table 1, which is the Carters, Lemonade, and Renaissance. We have table 2, which is 4, Cowboy Carter, B-Day. Table 3, which is Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, and Lemonade again. And table 4, which is Dangerously in Love, Renaissance again, and The Cure, The Gift, The Angels, The Sky, the grass.
Nature's best, honey. So you only got to be only one table, Kingsley. It's not a second. There's only one table.
You said, I guess 4. You said speed. It's 3 speaking for Kingsley. I might lean over to 2. You said I'm sitting at table 1 with the Carter's album. The Carter's album was actually a cute album.
Q, what table were you sitting at? Check a table I want to sit at. I don't want to sit there. Because there's two albums I need to go from my table.
I'm gonna sit at table 4, like half the week, and the other half of the week I'm gonna sit at table 2, at table 1. You see what I did? Because I got the same albums there. Got Renaissance twice, so you know, I'm gonna sit at the table twice.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Honey, as much as I love Honey Table 2, honey, knock out 2 of those albums, child, and leave 1 there, child, I'll be at table 2 all day. But yeah, I'm gonna go with you on table 4. Table 2 just ruined it with me for those 2 albums, child, honey. That Carter and 4, child, just ruined it.
Because Dangerously in Love only had 1 skip.
And that was that the track 3. No, track 4. Rockstar. That Rockstar song. I just
no, actually 2 skips. Well, maybe 1.5. That's how you like it.
That one too. Anything past Signs could just go.
Actually, I'm not sitting at table 4 no more. I'm gonna sit at table 1. So I can judge you. So when y'all walk in, I can judge y'all, look y'all up and down.
What you say? The table opposite that bitch had that one that has nothing on it in the back, bitch. That's why I'm gonna just sit back there and just look at all y'all. I'm like, bitch. Kingsley, what you got?
No, but what table you at, Kingsley? What table, honey?
There's only one table, sweetie.
You said swap out Lion King for B-Day, okay?
Nope, you can't swap that now, Kingsley. Where you sitting at?
Let's be more saying that.
Oh, be
Stop
more.
Hating 4 is a great R&B album.
Kingsley, where you sitting at, sweetie?
You said Dangerously in Love is set the tone of what an icon and a global pop star should be. Okay, hey, I'm not gonna argue with you. Dangerously in Love is a great album. You sitting at table 4, okay? And Mama was singing down on Dangerously in Love.
She was. I mean, it still wasn't better than Ashanti's first album, but yes,
she was singing down, baby, on I'd rather be with you. Well, yeah.
Honey, she was going in on Speechless, honey. She was singing, child.
You said I saw your side eye. I mean, CW dog, girl. I was just wondering where you was going. Yeah.
Beyonce ain't on Speechless.
You said B-Day is good. No, B-Day is great.
And the B-Day is great. It's not good. It's great.
That's great.
And that was Beyonce's best album.
Best.
Honey, best to date.
Best. You said B-Day was kind of rock songs. Boy, B-Day was not no rock songs.
These are good damn rock songs, honey. That bullshit that you liked the most was, I said, but B-Day was her best album, child.
Yeah, said, I ain't sitting at no table with Miss Sasha.
Honey, B-Day should have had her own table. She should have been table 5.
Y'all are crazy.
She was that big. Kingsley looked like he would like Human in New Life. That's what he gives me.
Ooh, Sasha needs to be sitting next to the trash. Hello, baby. It's your girl.
Honey, 4 can sit right with it. And Carter. Take all 3 and put them in the trash.
You said Sugar Mama, Green Light, and Freakum Dress. That was not rock songs. You said that Beyonce album has one of my favorite songs. I love being Drake song. Okay. Sasha Fierce is mid. That speechless performance with the lips is everything. You've got me speechless. How the breakdown go?
All I can say
Yes.
Yes. Trey called me.
Okay, I got one. Even though we haven't made a picture for it, I got one for y'all. Destiny's Child t-shirt or TLC's Red Light Special? Which was the more sexier song?
T-shirt.
T-shirt was the shit, bitch.
Red Light Special was very crossover.
T-shirt was the shit. She said, wait, right there.
Right there. Hold on. Put it right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
When Trey's not here.
Sleep in your t-shirt.
Wake up and Trey's here.
Sleep in your t-shirt.
When Trey's all up in your gut.
Sleep in your t-shirt.
Wake up in
t-shirt.
The smell of scent of his
t-shirt.
Put your eyes on me. Eyes on me. We're in that t-shirt. Yes. I'm in t-shirt. Yes. Y'all know what this is. Oh.
They gave you a little piece of Janet whispering. Yes, they did.
Honey, when Janet did Moist.
Wait, right there.
Keep it right there. Right there.
You said remix. Yes, this the one was the remix. Who told that lie and said Sasha Fierce is number one? Child, nobody. Sasha Fierce is horrible.
Child, only Kingsley. All right, y'all. Who is the most remarkable Black female singer, honey?
So we have Kelly Rowland, Anita Baker, Yolanda Adams, Denise Williams, Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight, Tina Turner, Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter, Whitney Elizabeth Houston, Donna Summer, I don't know her middle name, Dionne Ward, Alicia No Keys, Brandy The Tone, Janet the dancer, Cynthia Erivo, the actress, Patti LaBelle, Sharon, Mariah Carey, Screamer for Hudson, Rihanna, Toni Braxton, Monica, Mary J. Abelage. Oh, Kingsley, that's what I said, Kingsley. That's what I said. You said, can you pull up the definition of remarkable? Okay. I sleep in your t-shirt, wake up in your t-shirt, the smell of sin in your cologne. All right. So remarkable, worthy of attention, extraordinary, amazing, astonishing. Yeah. Worthy of being liked or noticed, especially as being uncommon and extraordinary. Ain't okay, Michelle up here, boy. Y'all saying Whitney Houston. Why don't we ever put Jill Scott in these categories? Black Ariana should be on this list. Aunt Whitney. Jennifer Hudson shouldn't be there. When I think of remarkable, I'm gonna have to. It's a couple though. This is not a one word. This is for me. It's not. Yeah, it's hard to just pick one. I say Whitney, Beyonce, Mariah, Tina Turner, Patty, Mary. I mean, I want to say probably. I don't know. I can tell you who shouldn't be on the list.
Who?
Jennifer Hudson, Cynthia Erivo, Diana Ross, Kelly Rowland, Donna Summers, Denise Williams, Gladys. You know, Rihanna. You know.
Because this was the one we were really like, we were dissecting this one heavy.
We were dissecting it. We had took a lot of people off the list and we put people back on the list.
We thought about what they did, and we thought, oh, but she got to go back on.
Yeah. But we had already knew that who wasn't coming off the list, though.
Yeah.
And I feel like, Aretha should be number one because she taught y'all to be a child mother, and she became the queen of soul. So I think that's remarkable. Beyonce has stolen dance moves and made it her own. That's remarkable. Whitney Houston has taken songs and made it her own. Remarkable. Tina Turner was the first Black woman in rock and roll. Remarkable. You said Denise Williams was that girl. The only reason y'all like that high note octave pitch is because of her weight. I don't have an issue with Denise Williams, but she wasn't on Mariah Carey level, and I'm not even talking about. This has nothing to do with vocals.
No, we talked about Denise Williams. And I actually backed up Denise Williams.
You said take Kelly Rowland, Cynthia Erivo, screaming for Alicia Keys, Rihanna, and Monica off the list. Alicia Keys.
We're not taking Monica off.
Alicia Keys should be on the list. I don't know, y'all. I think Alicia should be on the list.
I think Alicia should be on it, but we're not taking Monica off.
Child, we heard you, child. Don't fight us. We heard you. We're not taking her off the list.
Y'all be trying it for her.
I think Alicia should stay on the list because here's the thing, right? Let's not just look at how they can sing. Look at their overall career. Alicia Keys has had a hell of a career. She got like 15, 16 Grammys. And Alicia Keys' first 2 CDs.
That's all you have to say. No, that's all you have to say. And that's the end of the conversation.
And then Alicia Keys has one of the greatest R&B songs ever made, Unthinkable. So Alicia should stay on the list.
Alicia can't come off the list. She's still on the list.
Rihanna.
Rihanna let us know that you don't have to sing to be popular.
Yes. So that's why Rihanna's not on the list because it says singers. So we're gonna remove Rihanna off the list. Okay, so
nobody say Rihanna cannot sing to save her life.
So we're gonna remove Rihanna off the list. We're gonna remove Kelly Rowland off the list. I don't care what y'all say. Kelly getting off the list. Diana Ross.
Why Kelly's getting off the list because Kelly just couldn't find her sound.
And she lazy. Diana Ross. I don't think a lot of y'all really know a lot of Diana Ross songs.
Oh, child, because honey, and none of y'all ain't playing Diana Ross songs.
So we're gonna remove Diana off the list.
Donna, yeah, she was the queen of the disco, but did it go any further than that?
So we're gonna move. So how many is that? Is that 3 right now? That's 3. We're taking off the list. Who else is up here? Gladys Knight. I like Gladys.
But you know, Gladys had an old voice at an early age. I can't take Gladys off this list, but I can take Cynthia off. I don't know Cynthia off.
We do Cynthia off the list.
No, Charlie, they had Rochelle Farrell on there. I'm like, girl.
Too. Who else is up here? Rihanna can give you a good wine and dip and keep up with a backtrap.
For me, I feel like Jennifer Hudson just has like a very strong church voice, and there's no diversity in range.
So we're moving there. So far we haven't removed Kelly Rowland, Rihanna, Diana Ross, Donna Summers, and Jennifer Hudson. That's 5.
And Cynthia Bailey.
And so that's 6. So we removed 6 people. Are y'all good with everybody else staying on this list?
And y'all lucky they ain't put T-Bars on there, bitch. Or Pam from Total.
I think the list is fine.
What you say? I like the beat, and this is fine.
But if we talking about now, if they're saying singers, like who can sing the house down,
it really crunched down. That list will really crunch down.
It really crunched down. And as much as I love Janet, baby, she'd be one of the first ones off the list.
Yeah, Janet's not a singer, honey. A few strong vocalists are on there, honey. Yolanda Adams is one of them. Hey, it became like singers. Oh, this list be small, child. Because the first row, honey, it'd be Yolanda. The second row, be Aretha. The third row will be Whitney. The fourth row will be Brandy. The fifth row will be Mariah and Shaga.
That fifth row hard to pick though. We talking about singers, and you only had to pick one from that row.
That's hard, bitch. That last row, Monica had that one by herself.
For singers, I would give it to Toni Braxton.
I give it to Monica.
I'll give it to yeah, Anita Baker can sing. Yeah, we're not saying she can sing. She can sing.
But she's not outdoing Yolanda.
But I would have gave it to Toni simply because that first album, and I love Monica. Monica wasn't fucking with Toni first album. Mariah Carey wasn't fucking with Toni first album.
I'm sorry.
Toni Braxton's first album, bitch.
Monica's first album, honey. Miss Thing was everything.
It wasn't better than her first album. Toni Braxton.
But I just feel like honey, Miss Thing was everything from beginning to the end. There was no skips for me for that album.
You said the fifth row was something tough. Yes, that fifth row was Shaka, Patty, Shaka, Mariah.
Now, honey, them three right there in itself was just.
Now the weakest out of the three though would be Mariah, and that's not not saying anything. But the weakest out of the three would be Mariah.
Yeah.
The strongest voice on that fifth is Patty, and Patty heyday. Back when I used to do her dresses for what's the name? Back when me and Lisa.
I'm gonna still disagree with you. I think Shaka to me was stronger than Patty. Just listen to her catalog when she was with Rufus and them.
Mariah Carey first album. I'm sorry. Mariah Carey first album was not fucking with anything Toni Braxton had.
No. If you put Mariah and Tony's first album together, Tony definitely 8.
Y'all know one song off Mariah's first album. That's "Vision of Love," child. Y'all don't know, and "Love Take Time." Y'all don't know nothing else off Mariah's first album, child. Most of y'all, never mind, child. Because most of y'all wouldn't even fuck Mariah until she got black. So.
Y'all wasn't fucking with her until Daydream came out. Y'all wasn't fucking with her until Daydream. Y'all wasn't fucking with her during her first album, Emotions, or Music Box. Y'all didn't fuck with her during those 3 albums, child. But y'all definitely fuck with her when she dropped One Tree Walks By Every Night. That's when I was like, who's that? Honey, Fantasy, y'all also dancing and buying them goddamn jumpsuits, bitch, and in the grass like this. The whole, child, y'all was going in on that one. Always Be My Baby, y'all was going in. Underneath the Stars, child, y'all was going in. I said, but them other albums, y'all was like,
you
tell me what. Give me 5 good songs off that second album, bitch. You be like, huh? Emotions. What else?
You said Someday I Don't Want to Cry. Come on, Mariah's first album. But baby, we talking about Toni Braxton. We talking about Love Should Have Brought You Home.
You gotta think about it, honey. Oh, this how you solve it, Q. You remember when people back in the 90s, your singles determined your album. Toni Braxton damn near released every song on that first album. Mariah didn't do that.
And that's why I couldn't give it. And I like Monica's first album, but that's why I couldn't give it to Monica, because she didn't release every single. Like Toni literally, you turned on the radio, you was like, girl, is this from the second CD or the first CD? That's the only reason why I couldn't give it to Monica's first CD. That's the only reason why. But I can tell you this though. Between Mariah, I could tell you this though.
So Monica released like 6 out of how many songs was on the first album?
It was like 14 to 15 songs.
And Toni released everything but like
Best Friend,
Candlelight, Spending Time with You.
And Candlelight was the shit. You hear me?
Love Affair.
Let me go to Monica's first album. Miss a Thing.
So Monica released
She released "Don't Take It Personal," like this,
Take it
like
personal, like this, like that. She
"You Walk Out My
released,
Life," and "Why I Love You So Much."
and
That's
she
all she
released,
released.
and she released "Straighten It Out."
But "Straighten It Out" was not a It was like it wasn't like it was like one of those like you release it, but it wasn't like at least an original like a official single. So we got Monica. Who we say next?
Tony Braxton.
So we got Tony. Tony had another sad love song, "Breathe Again," 7 Whole Days, "Love Should Have Brought You Home," "How Many Ways," "You Mean the World to Me,"
And "I Belong to You."
and "I Belong to You." And y'all said who was who? Y'all said Mariah. Let me go to Mariah first. Let me go to Mariah's first album. Let me go to Mariah Carey's first album. Girl, y'all something else. I love that y'all going up on Mariah though. Mariah released "Love Takes Time," "I Don't Want to Cry," and "Vision of Love." And "Someday." Mary released "Reminisce," "Real Love," "You Remind Me," "Sweet Thing," "Love No Limit,"
I Don't Want to Do Anything,
and "I Don't Want to Do Anything."
and "My Love."
My love, my love, my love. You said, and they all went number one. That's fine that they went number one. But what we're telling you, Darlene, is that it wasn't better than
What's the name again?
Darlene.
Darling.
What we tell you, Darlene, is that it wasn't better than Tony's first album. Now, if you was talking about the emancipation or something like that, then I could give it to you, friend. But you know, that's why everybody is entitled to their own opinion, whether it's right or wrong. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You said I was a lamb before I was a beehive, but then I was part of the Navy. So, you know. Like I think Patty is a better singer than Aretha, but Aretha had the biggest. The people felt bad for her being such a young mother. The people made her the queen.
Bitch. A what?
The people felt bad for her being such a young mother. So you know.
At a tender age of 9.
Now Kingsley, I don't. But now Kingsley, you stop it.
Listen, Kingsley has a very hatred spirit upon him.
Because Beyonce couldn't even be a solo artist in the 90s.
She could not.
Darling.
Sorry, darling.
Darling.
Solo.
It was too much competition for Mama in the 90s to be a solo artist.
Child, not first Destiny Child album. She was very flat. Let's not remember that. Well, let's remember that.
Oh, baby, you nasty. You said you know Mariah used "Darling." Tony don't even have a fan base, child. I guess we can name him the
Honey, can I speak to my honey? The bank reps, the bank rep C's, honey, my BCs.
Why being a young mother was a bitch. CW, that's just a joke I do with Pat. I'm with Aretha, girl.
They've been hip. Listen, Q and Aretha have been beefing for years, and child, that was one of their arguments when they was backstage.
That's just a little shade out there with Aretha, child. I ain't talking about nothing with her to abuse, child. I was just simply trying to make a point with Aretha how she was a child mother, and y'all call her the queen of soul, but JT and all these girls out here, and y'all call them whores. You said Beyonce now could have been a solo. No, not Beyonce now, and not Beyonce in the group could not have been a solo artist in the 90s.
No, babe.
I'm sorry, Richie.
Sorry, Richie. I know.
No, baby.
No, baby. Sorry.
You said Mariah Carey can't compete with the Celine Dion's vocals and performance-wise.
Yes,
Well, that's why they were the Trinity 3.
Yes, Mariah could.
Now I will say this though, and I think we all can agree on this. Whitney is the better vocalist, but Whitney's career and Mariah's career. Celine's not up here because she's not black. That's why Celine ain't up here.
Child.
You said Celine Dion was singing circles around Mariah Carey. Well, it depends on what era.
Depends on what era, child. Because
If
at
you talking now,
Mariah's beginning years, absolutely not. No. Mariah Carey now, most probably likely.
I mean, I can think better than Mariah Carey now.
But honey, Mariah, during 1990 era, no thank you.
You
Celine
said
would
Kingsley he has an argument with that? No, not really.
no, baby. Kingsley, no.
You said Mimi sold out because she made 100 remixes. She was a smart cookie. Oh, outsold because she made us. You said Mariah. You said All By Myself ends Mariah Carey's vocals. No, it don't. No, it don't. Because Mariah Carey. What's that goddamn song by Mariah Carey? Was she hitting that? Was she hitting that long note? Remember she in the studio? She hit that note so long, Mom almost passed out.
I ain't never too far.
You said, Sheree, do you hear this live? Beyonce could have had her own in the 90s, but she would have been like a B or C list sing. Mm-hmm.
Beyonce wouldn't have been on the list at all. I'm sorry. She just wouldn't. And I know y'all love her, y'all the Beehive, y'all want to stick with her, and I'm here for it. But look, we got to be honest on this show, y'all. Come on, y'all. Get out of that fan base and get into reality, child.
Y'all know who not? Y'all also know who not on this list? The one that y'all said to be no Beyonce if she was alive.
You talking about Aaliyah? They saw her Fantasia, Aaliyah.
Before we go, y'all, listen. This is a good laugh. I was strolling through Twitter, and they were showing a performance of Maya. I don't know what Mariah was doing, but under the comments it said, "Look at the living legend Maya."
Montrez, get my Pepsi out the car.
Well, give me a Reese's Pieces.
And bring cute Reese's Pieces. And don't touch nothing else.
Ooh. Not messy Maya. No, Maya the singer, you know. Case of the X.
You know what I used to always laugh at?
What?
You remember when Deborah Cox first came out?
Mm-hmm.
And Maya first came out similar around the same time. Well, Deborah came out before her. But Deborah had a song that was written by Diane Moore called My First Night with You. I was thinking Babyface, one of the two. Somebody wrote that song.
I thought it was Monica's song.
No, My First Night with You.
Maya, I'm sorry, Maya. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
I think Babyface wrote it. I don't know. I think Babyface wrote it. And then when Maya dropped her album, child, she had the same song on her album, My First Night with You. And Maya was actually bold enough to release it. And I just couldn't unhear it because it was just like, Deborah's song she was effortless with Deborah. Maya started singing that song. I was here. I was like, but she released it as a single, had a video and everything, and people was like going, and I was like, this is not the Deborah Cox version, child.
I never knew Deborah had a song like that.
So Maya and Deborah on their first albums had the same song, My First Night with You.
Wow.
And honey, Deborah ate, but Maya, I was like, girl. Heavy laying. I said, girl, heavy laying drag for what it's worth, just wants to be.
Remember Deborah Cox had the same song as Brandy? And Brandy shaded her a little bit. She said, I'm glad I can help out. And this person's also missing from the list.
Oh, Kelly Shamika Denise Clarkson. Honey, y'all better recognize, honey, you just know, honey, it's Miss Kelly Shamika Denise Clarkson. She should have been on that list. I don't know why they leave Miss Shamika out.
Now, Kingsley, I agree with you on this. Remember when Celine Dion was battling with Aretha Franklin and Mariah Carey in the background talking about, you just don't go against the queen? Girl, please. Let me get up here with you said we need the hood list. Add Kiki and Keisha. Y'all think I'm not about to get to that Kiki Y conversation because okay. Kelly Clarkson can sing The House Down. Yes, she can.
Honey, Kelly Shamika Denise.
Kelly Shamika Denise. And the thing is, Kelly will sing your song, baby, better than you.
Honey, Kelly Shamika Denise, child. Y'all better recognize who sister girl is, honey. That's Miss Shamika.
You said we are too demure over here. No, yeah, we ain't doing the hood list, child. Kiki Y, I don't think Kiki Y can really sing.
I think she can sing, but it's just overly dramatic.
I want Patty.
I think that's what kills the. But her brother, was it Keeper, whatever his name is, he could sing.
I want Patty to sing Kiki a cease and desist.
This whole. It's just over. I'm like, because Patty wasn't singing, if you only knew that way.
Yeah.
It was very straight to the point, hit the note and fade out. Even SWV did it. Sung the point, hit the note and fade it out. You, Kiki, you just got to add the extra. But on the album version, you wasn't doing all that. The album version, you wasn't even hitting even close to any of the notes.
Yes, she did. Remember when Divas Mariah Carey had to play her vocals down next to Diana Ross? Yes, she did. The boss.
Sure. I had to dummy my voice next to Diana.
We all had to. You said Shantae Moore. Oh, that's a singing girl.
Down.
Hey, you come with the regime. Hey, you come with your negative. Hey, you come with your negativity. Patty is a high pitched screamer for her. Hey, you come with your negativity. The CW girl. Where my mean at? CW, this is just for you. Where's it at?
So I could care less. Bounce.
That's just for you, and it's also for you, CW.
Oh, stop! I'm tired of your goddamn mouth.
Y'all love to hate on the EGOT. Jennifer Hudson is a multi-talented black star. You said Kelly Price and Shantae Moore are both singers.
Yes, Shantae Moore is definitely a good singer.
A black star. But she's not a star. She's a black star. Oh, okay, girl. But she's not a star. Got it. Anyway, y'all, it's been fun. We're gonna leave on that note. We ain't got no more games for y'all. We ain't got nothing else for y'all. The TikTok gets back. Free Wendy. And
enjoy Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. Celebrate the legacy of Martin Luther King. What Martin Luther King has done, even the side pieces Martin Luther King has had. But for King, celebrate. I don't know what else is going on tomorrow, but Martin Luther King is that's all I know. Just, yeah. And for those who ain't got work tomorrow, get your rest. And if those of y'all the punks, go on out to the club and don't fight.
They at the club right now. You know it's Pride in Atlanta.
In China, Atlanta. You said the punks is at Bulldogs. They was like fighting last night. I guess we gotta wait for Twitter to get the videos. Somebody fight. One thing about me and Q, we gonna miss the fight. We're gonna watch a fight, okay? We're gonna participate in fights, but we're gonna definitely watch.
Remember we got to Atlanta that time, and it's like we had parked the car. We were not like we was chilling. We parked the car. I don't know where we parked.
And we were taking our time. It wasn't like there was no rush out the car. We really sat in the car for a little bit and was like, yeah. got out real slow and walked real slow. But the moment we hit the corner and got to the next corner, child, honey, a cup in one hand and a bit recording the other, child. I was like, ooh,
Them
oh,
girls, baby, them girls was
child, tore her ass up in that street, child. I was like, oh.
That whole weekend, the whole weekend the girls were fighting.
There was pow going on. There was a lot that weekend that we were just in the middle for no reason. But the pow one, I was like, this is just too much. I said, but
Remember
the girls.
we was against the fence and the boy walked up. He was like, "Who want to fight? Who want to fight? Anybody want to fight?"
Look at her. I said, girl, you want that?
I said, "Girl, go on, baby. Oh, look at her. Go on, precious."
I'm from Chicago. I said, that explains it all.
Remember the two boys? They were friends and they got beat up. They both got beat up. It was the two tall boys got beat up outside the club.
Child. I said, child. And he was like, well, I mean, I like to beat. No, child, they got they got beat up. Bitch.
They got beat up, y'all. They didn't get beat up. They got beat up.
They got beat up, bitch. I said, bitch, no way in hell that we're just gonna still be in Atlanta after this. You beat our ass in Atlanta, child, bitch. You think I'm gonna just sit there, bitch? No.
They didn't get beat up. They got beat up.
Beat up, child. Beat up, child.
Beat up.
Child, both of them, child. I mean, drag like rag dogs. I was like, oof.
Baby, the look on our faces was giving this. This was the look on our faces.
I can't believe it, Jesus. I can't believe it, Jesus.
It was so bad. I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh.
So, I'm glad I got the crew I got, y'all, because them girls got beat up. Like, so,
There's no way, honey. Somebody would have been Grady that night, and it wasn't going to be me.
Will I ever attend another Beyonce concert? Not Cowboy Carter.
No, I'm good after that.
Not Cowboy Carter, no.
Let this pass.
Yeah, Meek, girl. Yeah, girl, baby, be more, girl. The whole weekend. There was pow and then Meek in it, and the boy that was hanging out with us, not really hanging out with us, but he was around us, kept saying, I want to suck some dick. I want to suck some dick.
Yes, she did.
Dick.
Child, she made it none. She wanted to suck penis. I was like, and my butt going to yell, can somebody please let her suck some? It just got me so mad. I was like, can somebody please, honey, pull your dick out so she can suck it, child? She got hungry, child. She want to suck. I said, girl. The other one, walking around, think he better. Everybody got his hearing aid in. I said, child, there's just too much going on. You can't be fly with your hearing aid on, bitch. You don't hear what the fuck's going on. That's probably you still standing there when these bitches out here pow because your hearing aid ain't on. You think you just being cute, ignoring bitches. I didn't understand that. The other one, child, she got her Walmart outfit with the crease in the middle of the short, bitch. I said, bitch, this is giving me very 1991, bitch. Honey, cookout, honey, at Grandma Jean's house. You think you getting out your motherfucking car saying you cute, bitch. So it was a lot that didn't sit well with my spirit. What was going on with the circle of the dick sucker, the deaf one, and the Walmart pants. Yeah. So you think suck, deaf, pants. Oh, suck deaf pants. Pants, suck deaf. Deaf. Yeah. It's a lot going on, Charlie. My thing is you can't be rolling your eyes at bitches. You got your goddamn hearing aid on both ears, bitch. And you sitting there rolling your eyes at bitches thinking you just above and and we talking about what's up. You saying, okay. Bitch, you might as well just shut up, bitch. You thinking you just, it's good, it's cool. It's cool. Okay. To you too. It's cool. So I'm just gonna leave it like it is, child. I ain't arguing with nobody, child. And shit going on. We telling you bitch is dangerous, bitch. You rolling your ass. Bitch, turn that shit on so you can hear what the fuck's going on, bitch. It's your safety, bitch. We hear it. I ain't trying to be funny, bitch. We like, we need to and you okay. And they be like, what happened to him? I'm like, he didn't want to hear what we had to say. So, and we laugh. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Please like, comment, subscribe to the Weekend Sessions. I am Adrienne Ford with Cutie Content Guy, and we appreciate you guys. And remember, honey, listen, bitch, when somebody try to tell you something, the fuck? How they said in school, turn your listening ears on, bitch. Turn them on, bitch. So we get what the fuck you gotta say, bitch. Just saying. Can't help it, bitch. You don't want to listen. How they said, how the closed ears don't get. Oh, never mind. I'm done, bitch. I'm done.